Here we go, guys. Just a real quick video on some of the altcoins. But first, I wanted to show you a few of our trades from last week, just to show you we know kind of sort of what we're doing on the charts and how to how to make a little money here. This was the oil trade. We were in a descending wedge at a time count. We had a measured move here at the green dash line that our Patreon members know about. And what we do, we look for two or more factors, two or more reasons to back up our thesis that a commodity, precious metal, Bitcoin or an altcoin is either going to go higher or go lower. And if you have two or more factors, that gives you an 83 to 87% odds probability that your thesis is going to be correct. And then here on gold, this is simply an old school trick. What we did is just measure moves from the previous run up. Then we had a shallow pullback and then an extension. And we just took the first one, mated it with the second one here. As soon as we confirmed a breakout, we went to the pivot low and did that extension. And then again, our measured move, as you can see, that's where we took our short position. And then we'll be looking for a long position to reverse this in the near future. And that was last week. And then silver, the same deal. It was a little bit simpler. We did have, of course, several factors. As you can see here, that red dashed line, you couldn't see it, but I'll go ahead and tell you had several pivot zones here, right here, and especially there where we came up, couldn't make a new high. And then we go back to the daily here, and just under that red dash line is where we took our short position. And then again, we're looking for a possible long position down here, but we'll let you know when that happens. And then now, let's go ahead and take a look at those altcoins as promised. Let's go ahead and start with Theta here. Now, what we like to do, we like to go to the weekly, and the reason being is that it just slows everything down. See all the, there's less candles. You can see the high pivots, low pivots, consolidation zones, for example, over here, so on and so forth, okay? And we've already had basically a 73% run up from our official breakout down here, okay? So let me go ahead and take that off. Now we're coming up, you've heard me talk about pivots several times. They're extremely important. Even back here, the week of November 6th, we hit one over here. And then now we're coming up into one again. Okay, so this is a very relevant and strong resistance point so far for Theta. And then, of course, we have one right on top of it as well. And to be honest with you, we're looking for and forward to a pullback here because we're getting a little extended above the 20. Okay, so we want what I talked about over there on gold, a shallow pullback, maybe within the top third up here, and then an extension in because, just like your kids bouncing on a trampoline, they can't go any higher without coming back down, hitting the trampoline and then going higher again. Probably not the best analogy, but you get the point. And another thing I want to show you here real quickly is that with this flat 200 up here, the reason why I'm talking about the 200 way up here at 250, because we're going to get there. And, there's no doubt about it. Of course, there's no guarantees, but we haven't even hit the halving yet. The halving is where this white arrow is, and that's when, we take off. I'm not going to say we're going to go parabolic, but it'll be pretty good, move to the upside. And so we still have a few more months to go, and hopefully get some pullbacks here to continue to load the boat and continue. But reason why I mentioned this 200 here is going to be a little tough to get through. We'll probably have to take a few W's there, meaning a pullback, a move to the upside, another pullback, and a move to the upside. And the trick is for this right side here, this pivot there to be higher than the previous one. Then when we take out that high, then we're gone. Okay. So that's one of the ways in which, markets reverse. Another way a market reverses is just like what Theta did here. It consolidates after a nice pullback, consolidates, and then breaks out to the upside. Matter of fact, Theta loves these consolidation zones. Okay, we had a huge one, and really this is the most frustrating time for traders, investors, is when an asset, no matter if it's Apple, Meta, Bitcoin, Theta, or whatever, when it's trading sideways here in a close uh, price, level. Okay. But the whole thing you do now, this was the COVID slam down right there. But once we broke out of this zone, this is what happens. You go almost parabolic. Okay. And old school, we were taught you can just kind of flip that on its head, and that's where price is going to. And we pretty much did that, as you could see. But uh, as we move up, I suspect that we're going to do the same thing that we've always done. After we move up a little bit, being a consolidation zone, breakout. And what's nice about these is that you can see where they are. Okay, where's the breakout here? There. Okay, consolidation zones. Where's the breakout candle? Yeah, I mean, you don't have to be, you know, an expert in this stuff to kind of pick and choose and show those pullback areas. But the most important thing is that yourself. There's probably hundreds, if not thousands, of people that bought on these breakouts. But the key is not to let FOMO take a hold of you and hold you forever. The psychological part, and know where to start selling off, okay, and or basically scaling out, okay, because they only run for so long, all right, and then the bubble pops, and yeah, we start trading lower. And I will say this: once we get over $3 here in this range where that green dash line is, then the party really has. That's really where the party starts. Okay, and we're expecting not every price projection uh, is true and every one of them's false. Okay, at some point, every one is going to be true, everyone's going to be false. So yeah, we're looking for at least a double out of here because of where we're starting at this point versus previous halving. And so we're looking, conservatively, in the 30 to 40 dollar range. And we had figured, previously in another video, a whole lot higher, but I don't want to give people, false intentions, false hopes, or whatever. Because honestly, only thing I know is that I know nothing at all. So, I just wanted to put that out there. But we do know how to trade these charts. We'll be aggressively doing that. Now, one of my secrets, I'll tell you, is looking at this total three. And as you can see, this is money coming in to the crypto market, but specifically the smaller altcoins. See up here, they kicked out Bitcoin and excluded Ethereum. So it's just, the smaller coins, what is it now? 2 million, over 2 million coins. I don't know. I've given up. But anyway, just follow the money, okay? And see these blue arrows? You can go back and look at them on your charts and compare them to your altcoins, like the week of October 16th, the week of October 23rd. I think this will go down in history as, the breakout time for the altcoins for this next cycle. And just like we in January, you can look at my previous post in January of 2023. We did a post saying that November of 2022 was the bottom for Bitcoin, and we were now in the bull cycle, so on and so forth. And timestamps don't lie. But here we are. This is this week's candle of all the money coming in. So you can begin to see there's a little bit of FOMO out there coming in. We'll see if that dies out as the week goes on. This is, obviously this week's candle, and it'll be closing here this evening, and then we'll start next week's candle. So what you should see here is kind of an indicator to how well your altcoin is doing. If your altcoin is getting some love, so to speak, is if you have a nice green candle on the weekly chart on your coin at this point in time, like the week of October 23rd this year, and your candle looks similar to this, then yeah, you're getting some of the money coming in, some of the FOMO or some whatever you want to call it, investment capital coming in here. And as you can see, we're holding over the 200, which is positive, and little breakout potential breakout candle here regarding money coming into crypto. And I'll hit some of the big ones here for you. Ethereum. Let's just look at the daily. I don't want to give a lot of this away, but Ethereum, you guys that are heavy into Ethereum, you're safe here unless you break this green dash line. If you break the green dash line, then you're right about 2,300, let's call it. You're going to come down to the 20 in this uptrend line. This is called a bump and run. Just an old school classical technical analysis. You had your original trend line down there, as you can see, and then as you begin to run up, you put your secondary trend line there. And then that's why they call it a bump and run, because you'll run up, come back, bump it, and run again. Okay. And that's, a possible, not financial loss, possible, reload position or continue to scale in position there. ADA. Here, as you can see, if we start trading below and closing candles below that green dash line, about 59, just call it 59 cents, then we're looking for more downside here until the ADA can find uh, a level of support. That go dash line, that's a shallow run up into it on the weekly chart that our Patreon members know about. And that's why you had this sell off here yesterday, and here's today's candle. I don't know. We still have an hour to go. I don't know if we'll be able to close over it or not. If not, then yeah, we could pull back here. We have several factors. Time count, number one. Number two, this from the weekly measured move. Number three, the sell off yesterday. Number four, extended over the 20, so on and so forth. So we could get that near term link here under the green dash line. That's not good. Not that it can't, come back in here to the 20 and bounce. Also, a little note here, a near term, not an all-time high, but a near term high, 70% of the time they fail. As you can see, in other words, no follow through in the near term. As you can see, we made a near term high close here. That's why we're pulling back. 70% of the time they have a little pullback, maybe some consolidation, then try it again. Okay. Solana, basically the same deal. We're coming up into this red dash line that's on our weekly chart for our Patreon members. Green dash line there needs to hold that. XRP, same deal. See how we come back, hit here. I don't want to do that. Hit it. We got to stay above it, and XRP needs to explode out of here real soon, or we'll be dropping down lower into this low 60-cent range. ALGO, as you can see, or big sell-off here. I got a time count, potential reversal candle. Whenever you put in a red candle like this, spinning top indecision candle off a nice little, see, all this is consolidation, kind of like we talked about on Theta. Breakout, then you need to pull back, uh, and then allow price to back test, and then run that next leg up, that third leg out of our three legs there. Okay, well guys, appreciate you watching. Check us out on X, give us a follow on Patreon, and learn how to do this stuff for yourself so you don't get caught up uh, not doing the right thing at the right time. And we will see you on the charts.